You boys look like a weird heavy metal band.
Yes, we are a band.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you play?
Symphonic, post-apocalyptic, reindeer-grinding, Christ-abusing, extreme war, pagan, Fennoscandic metal.
Right. Really interesting.
What up, everyone? DJ Nubis.
And DJ Neko.
Here with you on Metal Time Radio Podcast, doing another trailer reaction. This time we're doing the Penguin 2024 miniseries coming soon.
Ooh.
I can't remember if it's Max or what it's for, but so you remember
Max,
seeing
yeah.
You remember seeing the Batman with Robert Pattinson?
It was all right. It was kind of boring.
But Colin Farrell's playing the Penguin in that.
Okay.
So this is based a side story on that.
Okay.
So the director doesn't really have a director listed, so it could be many people doing different episodes in this, but
it probably is. They do that a lot when they
it's
turn
like
it
Star
into a
Wars and all
series.
that. They have different people messing with it. But the cast is Colin Farrell, Kristen Milotti, Renzi Feliz, and Clancy Brown.
Milotti isn't. Hold on.
Are you searching that name?
No, I'm searching the database of my brain.
Well, it's easier just to go and say.
See what they've been in. That just name sounds really familiar.
Let's see. The Wolf of Wall Street, How I Met Your Mother.
That's probably, yeah, she was the mother. She was like at the end. Okay.
Okay, so that's probably what it is. So yeah, the plot is following the events of the Batman, Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, makes a play to grab the reins of the crime world in Gotham.
Okay.
So yeah, outside of this, we've been, Danny DeVito doing it in Batman Returns way back in the day. TV series had the Penguin in it, which was always kind of funny. I
can't remember the Gotham TV series. I mean, I watched a little bit of it.
I didn't watch that one. I put like the one back in the 70s with Adam West and Batman.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch much of the newer one, even though a lot of people do like it, but it's kind of hard sometimes when
there's so much to watch, right?
Well, that plus you get used, like the thing about some things is, so let's just say Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, you got the same cast doing characters. So it's always hard when DC reboots these things because you get used to seeing, like, it'd be like Christopher Nolan did a trilogy. Now, if they would have switched up Batman in The Dark Knight Rises instead of Bale and somebody else, well, then it kind of throws everything off because you're so used to one particular guy.
But they switched the girl.
Yeah, but she was kind of a minor thing, and then they killed her off in The Dark Knight, so it didn't matter. But just main characters wise, I mean, the only one that was really different was when they did Dumbledore. Like Richard Harris did the first couple of films, and then he passed away, so they had to find Gambini to do it. But he did a good job with the rest of the series. But
that's something like you have such a costume.
And imagine though, for instance, had Alan Rickman passed before, he was able to do
all of the Harry Potter
last two. So when the reveal comes about his, helping out Harry the entire time, you have another actor there. It's like you're kind of like, dang, I don't know, man. I got used to Rickman doing that character.
Yeah, and they do all these flashbacks too. So like it's like you're flashing back to a different character. Yeah.
But yeah, so let's check it out. This is the Penguin.
When I was a kid, there was a gangster, real old school type, Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. He helped people. He saw you on the street, he'd call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, They throw a parade in his honor. A freaking parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. To show love for what he meant. Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Okay.
It's really interesting because like you kind of said, with all the different iterations of DC and Batman, they take the characters very differently. Obviously, the old Batman show is very campy, very much like a comic book itself. You get to like the Tim Burton style, it's dark, but it also kind of focuses on like the freakiness.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, because Penguin
was
like almost literal. Like,
yeah, like they took it and made him like, you know, king of the freak show. And now they're kind of like twisting it around. Like, he's not smoking that cigarette in that long cigarette holder anymore. He's smoking cigars.
No eyeglass.
No
top hat.
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that or not. I know this is more of the Batman world, but it's not like...
Yeah, it is hard because, like, as much as I enjoyed Burton's Batman with Nicholson as the Joker, who I thought was a great portrayal of the Joker, it was a different style. So then you have Heath Ledger, who I loved even more, doing a more serious take on the Joker, and same with Two-Face. Like,
but it was kind of like with the Nicholson Joker, like the Joker was the gangster,
right? Yeah,
and now they're making the Penguin the gangster.
Yeah,
because in this like iteration, the Joker was the psychopath freak, and now,
well, if you remember in the Batman movie, at the end when the Riddler, which was, I forget the actor's name, but you know, he's in a cell next to a guy who's the Joker, which we don't really get to see, but we hear his kind of laughed or whatever. But so I don't know where that might come to play at any point, or if Catwoman will be back in this or not. So it's gonna be interesting. It's maybe just about the Penguin and how he set up his, you know, mafia or whatever the fuck, Gangsterland. But I like some of the more serious tones of stuff. Nolan's take on it was great. Some of my favorite, and as far as like Batman, the DC stuff. So this will be interesting.
those were like great movies, even if they weren't Batman. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like you didn't need Batman for them to be great.
Yep. Well, anyway, let us know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Are you looking forward to it? I know a lot of people love the Batman. I think I rated it like 8 out of 10 at the time, and it's not quite as good as the Nolan stuff, but it was still a decent attempt at it, maybe just by being a little long in some areas.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it got a little boring. That's why it was. But I know the Nolan Batmans are long too. I don't know what it was. I think
sometimes it's pacing. So, like, you know, Nolan tends to kind of pick up towards the end, whereas the Batman was kind of dragging on. It's like the things you complain about with like Lord of the Rings. Like, there's too much of like
it's like just end,
just stop the madness,
just stop, please. I don't know. We have Max.
Yep. So
Maybe
we'll check it out.
Maybe we'll check it out.
All right. Well, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content.
100 likes and I get topless.
That's her saying it, not me. But yeah, we'll see you later on the Military Man Podcast.
You see me for you die.